All right, so for condensing logarithms, we're going to go the other way around. So we're going to be thinking about 2 logs becoming multiplication inside one argument, 2 logs subtracted becoming division, and our coefficients becoming powers. The thing to remember with condensing, though, is you can't just start with addition to subtraction and all that, or addition to multiplication. You have to start with your coefficients, because if you look at how the first 2 properties are written up in a formal math textbook, what they say is that it's log of m times n is equal to log of m plus log of n. So you have to have a coefficient of 1 here, coefficient of 1, coefficient of 1. So if anything is besides 1 for the coefficient, you got to deal with that first, and the way we deal with that is making it into a power. So for condensing, we're going to say our coefficients become powers, our subtraction becomes division, our addition becomes multiplication. All right, so let's look at number 36 here. For number 36, it says to condense. So I always think about the C in condense, C in coefficients. We always want to start with the coefficients first, and those coefficients will become powers, and they will become powers inside of the argument. So this 6 will become a power inside of the argument. So we have log base b of m to the 6. Here you have a coefficient of 1, so that's perfectly fine. So you can say it's minus log base b of n. Now, at this point, we then go to our next little segment where we ask ourselves, do we have subtraction or addition? So those are the 2 things that we're looking for, and our subtraction and addition go to division and multiplication respectively. So here, because I have subtraction, the first logarithm argument is going to become the numerator inside the argument and then minus the denominator. So it's the numerator minus the denominator. So our 2 logs subtracted, they will become 1 log, and inside of the logarithm we will now have division. So this will look like log base b of m to the 6 over n. And you have just 1 argument, the 2 logs become 1 log. All right, let's look at one quick other one. So again, same instructions, we're trying to condense. Condensing, you first start with your coefficient. So this coefficient of 3 is going to come up as a power. This coefficient of 5 is going to come up as a power of 5. So when we do that, we're going to have log base 6 of x to the 3rd plus log base 6 of x minus 6 to the 5th power. Now, we then ask ourselves, do we have addition and subtraction? Here I have addition. So the log property rule says that 2 logs added will become 1 log with multiplication inside the argument. So these 2 logarithms will now become 1 logarithm, and we'll have x cubed times x minus 6 to the 5th. And obviously I'm not going to put the little dot there, although it is understood that it is multiplication. So with condensing, again, we're using our log properties, but we need to start with the coefficients becoming powers and then go to addition and subtraction, going to multiplication and division.